Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share some of my favorite space-saving storage solutions for a Cricut or die cutting craft room. We are going to get straight into the video with the first storage idea. If you don't have a craft room or have a very small space, I would definitely recommend purchasing some type of cart to hold your Cricut and supplies. A company called Cricut on Amazon sent me this cart and I'm excited to put it together and show you how neat it is. I'll have the link for the cart in my description box, and they also gave me a coupon code. Here's the instructions to put it together. I love that it's color coded, but I am horrible at putting furniture together. That is typically my husband's job, but I want to try to do it for the video, so here we go. I'm just going in and following the instructions, adding all the screws and piecing it together. The instructions say that this should take about an hour to put together. I edited this video down so it looks like I just put it together really quickly, but I think it took me about 3 hours, but that's just because I am filming. That adds so much extra time, a lot more than you would think, and I am just very slow at piecing furniture together, so I feel like an hour is about right. I also threw the instructions away, but I think it had a QR code where you can watch a video too, so that's also helpful. But here I have kind of the main structure put together, and now I'm adding the pieces for the drawer. Now I'm adding the bottom and the top of the cart. The length of it is 23.6 inches, so it fits all of the Cricut machines except for the Venture, since the Venture is very big, but it fits the machines, but it's also still a great compact size. The cart has two different places to store your rolled vinyl, so I'm going to add these pieces first. Next, I'm going to add the wheels, and it's just really nice to have an organizational cart because you can roll it into different rooms. If you want to craft on your kitchen table, you can kind of roll it there, and then you can easily put it away somewhere else when you're not using it. I'm piecing together the drawer here, and I did have my husband help me attach the drawer to the cart. Here's another spot on the cart where you can store more vinyl rolls, and you hold it up with wooden dowels. For the last step, I am adding a hook on the other side of the cart. For the other dimensions of the cart, the height is 29.5 inches and the depth is 14.2 inches. Now I'm ready for the fun part, which is adding all of my supplies. Here is my Cricut Maker 3, and it just sits right on top. This middle shelf could store another Cricut machine, like a Cricut Explorer or Joy, but I am putting my large Cricut Easy Press 2 there. I have a basket where I keep my heat press supplies in, so I just place that right next to the heat press. It also has two shelves that fit 12 by 12 material, so on the top I'm putting adhesive vinyl, and on the bottom I'm putting heat transfer vinyl. You can put cardstock there as well. I found some clear drawer storage containers that I'm going to add in the drawer, and then I will just add all my tools. Here's what this looks like. These are my most used tools. I use them for so many of my Cricut projects. Now I'm ready to add my rolls of vinyl. This is how I store my vinyl. I put a piece of tape and label what it is. I have to do this, otherwise I will not know what brand it is, what color, sometimes even if it's adhesive or heat transfer vinyl. I do wish these dowels were just a little bit longer, but one thing you can do with this cart is on the side you could do all adhesive vinyl, and on the inside of the cart, the other roll section, you could do heat transfer vinyl or something like that. Overall, the cart holds 23 rolls of vinyl. Here's how it looks on the side. This is also all tech wrap vinyl, and their vinyl is just beautiful. I'm adding other rolls of vinyl on the inside of the cart. On the side with the hook, you can put your Cricut mats, but you can also put your self-healing mats as well. I use this all the time when I weed my vinyl. Here's another look at the cart with everything on it. It just holds all of your basic things that you need for crafting with the Cricut, your machines and vinyl and supplies. It is very cool. Typically in this space in my craft room, I have this heat press desk, and you can see with the organizer cart right next to it how small and compact it is. It's just so cool because it's such a space saver, but it holds a lot. My next space saving tip is to use your vertical space. I have my Cricut cutting mats hanging on command hooks on my shelf. You can hang these on a shelf or a wall. Someone on one of the Cricut Facebook groups shared these Cricut mat holders that she found on Etsy. Look how adorable these are. When I saw them, I just had to purchase them. I'm going to switch my command hooks out with these. I'm just removing the command hooks now. I just love command hooks. I use them for so many different things. Also, while you're watching this, let me know if you have any Cricut or crafting storage, space-saving hacks. I just love hearing what other people do, and it just gives other people great ideas. These are just so cute, and I love how the color matches with the color mats, but I'm ready to add it to the shelf. On her Etsy store, she recommended using command strips or alien tape. I'm using a small command strip, but the piece that you pull down to remove it, you can see part of it. So I'm cutting slits on each edge to cut that off so you can't see it. I remove the other backing, then I stick it onto the shelf. I take my mat and place it on the hook, then I take a pencil and just figure out where I want to place my next mat. Adding my blue mat next, since that's the second most used one, then I add my purple. I only have enough room for 3, but I can add my pink one to the other side. I thought these looked pretty tiny, so I wasn't sure how many they would hold, but I tested it and it was able to hold 9 mats, so that's a lot. I felt like the 9th mat was pushing it a little bit, but it is a good amount that it can hold. I'm just adding all of my mats, and I love how it looks. Have you guys seen these on Etsy? It makes me kind of want to look for some other fun stuff for my craft room like this. My next storage idea goes along with the vertical space, but it's to use a pegboard system. I have 4 pegboards combined together that I purchased from IKEA. I put it above my desk. You don't have to have this big of one. You can have just one pegboard. Also, they sell them everywhere now. You can find them at Michael's, Home Depot, Target, Walmart, Lowe's. There is so many fun accessory holders and hooks for pegboards. You can just store a lot on here. What's really cool is Cricut's tools have holes in them, so it just makes it really easy to store a lot of your Cricut tools. I store my Cricut pens and markers, washi tape, paint, glitter, twine, all kinds of things. I just love how bright and colorful it looks in my craft room also. Going along with the vertical space saver is a vinyl roll and sheet holder. You can store these on a door, in a closet, or on a wall. This is another great space saver, and it holds a ton. On one side, it can hold your rolls, and if you flip it to the other side, it has slots in it where it can hold 12 by 12 sheets. It has elastic bands on it that you can place your rolled vinyl into, and they're pretty stretchy. Some of my vinyl rolls were pretty big, and it was still able to fit in there. This stores 24 rolls of vinyl. I will say once it was filled up with vinyl, it was pretty heavy. Tech Rep does have some hooks that you can use for it that I'll show in a minute. You just want to make sure that it's sturdy wherever you put it. On the other side, you can place 12 by 12 sheets of vinyl if you want to. This has 20 pockets. I'm just placing some of my permanent vinyl in here so you can kind of get an idea of how that looks. I'm not going to fill up the whole thing, but this is a really great storage solution. You can fit so much vinyl in here. It does come with a couple different things you can use to hang it up. My last storage idea is for scrap vinyl. Currently what I do is store my vinyl in these folders and put them in file boxes. This is by far my favorite way to store my scrap vinyl. I just go through and find the vinyl that I need in folders. However, it does take up quite a bit of space. So a similar way to do this is to use a file accordion folder. I found this on Amazon and it's really cool because it already has different colors inside of it. What you can do is match up your vinyl colors with the folder color. So here I'm putting the red with the red folder, and then I'm putting the orange with the orange, and so on. It does repeat the colors a second time, but what you could do is do adhesive vinyl for the first set and heat transfer vinyl for the last set. There are other vinyl colors like black, white, brown, silver that wouldn't work with the color system, but you could just get one other accordion. They're pretty small, and put those in that and label it. You can easily just set these inside of a desk drawer. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this video helpful. I will have everything linked down below in my description box along with the code for the organizational cart. I do have another video on my channel with craft organization ideas, so I can leave that link down below. And if you have any great space-saving hacks or tricks for Cricut users, let us know in the comments. I would also love it if you subscribed if you are new to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I post another video.